Hello there, one and all. Raziel here. So I know I'm probably looking a good hot mess of bleh right now, but there's a good reason. I just got home from work, and that's actually what I want to talk to you guys about. I know I've been gone for quite some time, 3 weeks, almost an entire month, and there's a valid reason. Your boy actually just got a second job recently. To sum up why, as much as I love doing these YouTube videos, because they're quite fun, they're freshening up my video production skills, the unfortunate thing is, with YouTube doing all the stuff that they're doing, and me just starting, for example, there's no way I'm really going to make any money doing these videos. So, at least for now, this is more of a very fun hobby for me. Because, as I said, I completely enjoy doing these, and I greatly intend to do so much more with this channel in time. But for now, what's happening? So, I won't say where I work. If you've seen some of my past videos, you probably have guessed at least one of my jobs. But basically, both warehouse jobs, busting my butt. I'm currently working. I had to alter my schedule a little bit due to what's going on with one of my jobs. So, for the next, I'd say 2 to 3 months, I'm going to be working 70 hours a week. But once that's situated and I go back to my original schedule, I'll be doing 80 hours a week. And you're probably sitting there thinking, what in the world are you doing? Why do you need the 2 jobs? So, last month was my birthday. I just turned 38 years old. So, I've only got 2 more years to go before I'm the big 4-0. And, I mean, to be told, no girlfriend, no wife, no kids, so it dawned on me. With my one job, sure, I make enough, pay my bills, maybe go out and have a little fun, but that's about it. Can't really count on them too much to do right by your hours. So it dawned on me, why not get a second job if I'm lucky, close to what I'm making at my first job? And I lucked out. I found a job that's actually paying me the same amount as my other job. So my intentions is that for the next year and a half, minimum, I plan to just bust my butt and pay off as many bills as I can. My goal is to be completely debt-free before I'm 40. Now, actually doing all the math and searching into this, I was lucky enough. My debt isn't really as bad as I thought it was. You hear about people out there with $10,000 or $20,000 credit card debts. I just got my first credit card since college back in 2003. So luckily, I don't have to worry about the credit card debt yet. But at the very least, it's your normal stuff like most people. Student loans, I have a lovely car, my TARDIS. I still owe 2 years left on that, but hey, if things work out, I'll have that sucker paid off by the end of this year. So that right there is a good start. Just a few other small things. My point is, because I'm going to be working so much, obviously I don't have that much free time to produce a lot of videos. What was it, a couple months ago, I had enough free time that I was posting at least one gaming video a day. I mean, I was able to do the live streaming, even though I had so many glitches left and right, but the point was I was able to do it. And I enjoyed it when I was able to, although right now Twitch seems to be doing some strange things. I can't seem to post videos anymore on there, so I'm going to find out what's going on with that. But in the long run, I may be leaving Twitch completely and just try to do live streaming either on Facebook or YouTube. We will get to that in a moment. But, so just let you know the basis as to what's been going on, why I've been gone for so long, because working 80 hours a week, needless to say, my time management sucks. Trying to find the proper way of sleeping, I suck at. But I am getting sleep, because obviously that's more important. I need to rest so I can do my jobs. I also, aside from becoming debt-free, there's a few things I want to do. For one, every video that I have shot out, let me rephrase that, except for my gaming videos. My gaming videos, I was able to connect everything to my computer, set up the windows, editing was quick, bam, it's out. OBS system, wonderful. So those were always quick and easy to do. The only problem there was the time, because I try to make my videos at least an hour long. That way you at least have a nice full video to watch. And even shooting a video isn't the problem. Uploading that sucker is, because an hour video, depending on my area and the timing, anyway, would take about the same amount of time to upload it. Maybe even a little more if I got it cleaned up a little bit. I might explain that in another video, because there's a reason why it takes me a long time to upload videos and finish them, because I do tweaks here and there to clean them up, make them sharper. But anyway, so when it comes to a video such as this, I'm hoping, I see I'm at the 5-minute mark now. I don't expect for this video to be much longer. So I say, 8 minutes tops. In truth, may take me, after the editing, may take another 20-30 minutes just to upload. Sadly, that's a lot of time I don't have, because when I come home from one job, I literally have at best 30 to 40 minutes to get ready and go to the second job. And depending on whatever time I get off, depends on how much time I have to sleep to get ready for work. And granted, this is my own fault, I've done this to myself, but because of that, I'm not going to have a day off for the next year and a half, at least. Now, the reason why I keep saying at least is because I originally made the plan for the end of last year, because I had a friend. Long story short, things didn't work out, so now it's just me. If my plan works and I'm completely debt-free at the end of next year, I don't see any reason why I shouldn't stay at least another 5, maybe 6, I was about to say years, another 5 or 6 months, and any extra money I make, just pile it on the side. I explained this to one gentleman, and he said that I was planning to retire at 40. I actually never thought of it that way. In a sense, I guess it's true, because I won't have to worry about any severe bills coming my way outside of the obvious rent, utilities, and all that whatnot. So, what does this mean for the channel? At the very least, as I said before, there will always be at least one gaming video a week. The hope right now is I plan to post them on either Thursday or Friday. Only reason I can't guarantee which day is, again, because of how the schedule is going back and forth between both jobs, but I can at least promise that it will be one of those 2 days. That shouldn't be an issue. As far as the movie reviews, more than likely, I'm actually about to post my review for Ready or Not. It was a funny movie, but there really wasn't too much to say about it. Now, that beside the point, a lot of movies I've seen recently, there isn't much to talk about. In fact, honestly, right now, let me give you a real swift, rapid fire review on 4 of the last movies I just saw. That was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Well, basically, oh my god, that movie was just so freaking boring. It was very disappointing. Quentin Tarantino, you should be ashamed of yourself. That was a complete waste of time except for the last 10 minutes. The other movie I saw was actually The Kitchen, that starred Melissa McCarthy and Tiffany Haddish, which actually was a good movie. It made me think of Scarface with American Gangster meets Set It Off. And I mean that in a good way. It had its moments, but it dragged a bit here and there. But what can you do? Another movie I saw was actually Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. This was definitely nostalgia for me, right back to my childhood, and seeing these stories actually brought to life on the screen was fantastic. It wasn't a terrible movie. It was a PG-13 horror movie, but this is the only time I would actually forgive it, given the source material. There's even one scene where a normal horror movie there would be blood, but instead they replaced the blood with something else, which I found absolutely fascinating, because it worked, and I actually enjoyed that. The last one was Hobbs and Shaw. Now, I did not hate this movie. Wasn't a great movie. I did not hate it, though. It was exactly what you expected. Do not go to this movie for Shakespeare or anything fancy like that. You want to see this movie for testosterone-driven, roller coaster ride, bat crap crazy action, stunts, and explosions. And you get all of that. I will say this, though. Best motorcycle ever. The thing was a transformer. Even made the transformer noises. I want that bike. That was an awesome bike. Aside from that, it really wasn't anything big to talk about. The only thing I will say that kind of disappointed me was the you've seen in the trailer, the scene that involves The Rock going back to Samoa, it honestly feels like it's just there to appease The Rock for showing his heritage, which I have nothing against. It's just it didn't really belong here. I mean, I actually love the Tales of the Maori tribes and whatnot. I actually want to do a video about that, but we'll get to that. So, for those 4 movies, Hobbs and Shaw, if you haven't seen it yet, just know you're going for random fun, nothing serious. So I would suggest it. Ready or Not, the review's coming out soon. If you like dark comedies, I would say go see it. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. It has its moments. It's nothing too epic, but at the same time, it's fun to sit through, especially if you're around my age and you remember reading those books as a kid. I would suggest it. The Kitchen. It is a good, compelling story, but it does drag in some places. But still, I'd say it's worth a matinee visit. Once Upon a Time, I keep wanting to say Once Upon a Time in China because my brain keeps jumping to a better movie. But Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, don't waste your money. Honestly, and don't you dare Redbox this movie. It is that boring. I would literally sit through the extended version of The Hateful Eight twice, then watch this again. And anybody who knows I'm talking about that extended version, you know what it is. A 4-hour rendition of that movie. Yes, I'd rather see that than ever see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood again. So, now that those are done, this actually segues, can't speak, well, into something I want to do with this channel in time. Because again, with the whole job thing, this is going to take a moment. But what I intend to do is movies that really either impress me in a good way or in a bad way. If it's just something in between, I more than likely won't do a review on it now. But what I will do, because there's a couple of movies that have come to mind, I want to start doing full reviews. And by that I mean actually go through the movie. Maybe not completely step by step, but these will definitely be long videos. I'd say at least a half-hour minimum, because I want to go over the backstory, if there is anything, discuss the characters, if there's any fun facts about them towards this movie, the creation, the production, any of that. I want to cover it all. That way, if you haven't seen the movie, or even if you have, but you want to know my opinion, or if you want to try and have a discussion in the comments below, I just think that these might be more fun to enjoy. I will warn in advance, too. The full movie reviews will have spoilers because I'll literally be covering the entire movie. That said, anytime there's a key spoiler moment, I will always give a warning. So if you want to skip it or jump it, more power to you, you can. Along with that, most people may not know this, I'm actually a writer. And I've been writing ever since I was a kid. Literally since grade school. I remember my first story involved me and a friend. It's your classic kid story. I think I was, 7 at the time. Abducted by aliens, given superpowers, brought us back to Earth. And yes, I put myself in the story. I know it's a big no-no for writers, but I was 7. I didn't know the rules. My character was your generic, I want to be a superhero and save the world. Where my friend, on the other hand, it wasn't cliche, he didn't become a villain, but the thing was he didn't know what to do with his powers. So you go through this whole this whole moral dilemma where he wondered if they made a mistake by giving him powers, and then we end up not so much fighting, but we have a debate that also involved our powers, but luckily we didn't pull a Superman and destroy a town or anything. Eventually we made up our minds, we decided what to do with our powers, and things are somewhat in a good sense. I wrote that back when I was 7. I've actually been thinking about going back to some of my old writings and retweaking them. Like something like that I would just completely rewrite. But the point is, I've mentioned before, I want to start doing book reviews because I am an avid reader. It's been a long time since I've read a book this year. I think I've only read 5 books this year. I'm way behind. But I have read so many decent stories, from paranormal romance to sci-fi to murder mysteries, to supernatural thrillers, which is sort of where I more specify with my stories that I write. Anyway, and I'd like to share them with you guys because maybe some of these books and authors that I'm aware of and absolutely adore, you may not know who they are. Or maybe you just want to have an idea on where certain TV shows or movies may have come from if you didn't even know it was a book. So, have some fun with that. along with that, I actually want to start writing a few original stories. And because you see everybody out here on YouTube are doing their own thing with creepypastas. I'm not that great with horror, personally, but I am pretty decent with romance, supernatural, the paranormal, and even a bit cheesy martial arts. I won't say true martial arts because I know what would happen. If I try to put out a genuine martial arts book saying on Muay Thai, I know I'd probably have 50 people who mastered it who tear me apart. But at least we can have fun with that. There are a lot of things that I plan to do with this channel in time. But at the very least for now, I'm going to pace myself. I do not want to burn myself out, because if I burn myself out, I'm not going to be able to bring quality footage to you guys. And I just realized I've gone way over the 10-minute mark. I apologize. This will be over soon. So that's what's going on in my life right now. So 2 jobs, trying to maintain a YouTube channel, and I've actually been getting more serious with my writing, because once I hit my goal of being debt-free, my first plan, go back to school. But I want to go back for simple things, not for a job, for myself. I want to go for multimedia, literature, find the proper ways of publishing a book, not just self-publishing. But in time, I'm sure things will work out perfectly. So at the very least, everybody, I promise you at least 1 gaming video a week. As far as reviews go, these full reviews that I'm talking about, at the very least right now, I will say at least 1 a month, because I do plan to put a lot of work into these. I don't just want to give you some quick cliff notes and then say, here you go, have a good day. No, I want to give you good quality material, which now I realize I skipped a part. By also doing this with the 2 jobs and all, I also want to get better equipment. Like right now, when I do my gaming videos, I use this Blue Yeti microphone. I actually like it. She's done me well. But at the same time, as far as cameras go, I haven't had a decent camera in about 5 years. The last one literally blew up. But every video I've done so far has been done with my Motorola 5 cell phone. And as you can see, the picture's pretty good. It's catching the audio very nicely. But when it comes time to upload these suckers, as I was saying earlier, a simple 10-minute video could take up to 20, if not 30 minutes. So heaven help me if I actually have a long discussion video and have to post it. So, and also with a camera too, a genuine camera, better quality, probably even better sound. So that's the plan right now. If anything should ever change, I'll definitely post another video to let you know what's going on. But at least for the moment, this seems more digestible. So, as I've said before, if there's anything out there you'd like me to watch and give you my opinion towards, a reaction, whether it be a trailer, TV show, movie, anything, by all means, leave a comment below and I will check it out as soon as I can. When it comes to the gaming videos, we're going to continue the Lara Croft Tomb Raider. We are going to finish that. There's another game I made an announcement recently for... I just got it. It was, My Hero Academia 1 Justice. The Lara Croft one is the one that's going to be guaranteed every week until it is done. If I have the time, I plan to do multiple videos for that as well. If it has a storyline, we may have a second video. But if not, I might make it a random video so we'll at least see what it's like if you have an interest in it. And that's pretty much it right now. I think I've been rambling for too long. But I will see you all again very soon. I hope you're all having a wonderful week. Labor Day is almost here, folks. I hope you're getting set to have magnificent parties and fantastic cookouts. So I will see you all again very soon. Take care.